Shalom, shalom. Hey, before I get started, I want to give all the glory and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakwarash. Double honors unto my apostles and others, a great millstone. Again, back at it. As the title goes, I've been, really sticking to this subject matter. I'm curious to see how this plays out over the next several days and weeks and months for that matter. But, everybody is speaking on and predicting and anticipating, I should really say, empty shelves or skimming out, in your different grocery stores, Walmarts, Targets, Kroger's, Publix, whatever it is in your region, Fred Meyer's, whatever it is, they're anticipating not full shelves, empty shelves damn near. So again, like I was saying in videos previously, the 144, I'll praise you, how about you, man? Shut. The supply chain is I'm not gonna make it, it's a complex thing with a lot of intricate parts in between, but on a very simplistic overview, you could see the effects. It goes from your cargo ships coming into the your different ports on the east and west coast and the south, and then from there you have your dock workers, right? Your dock workers are there to unload it, and then from there it goes to your 18-wheelers, your semi-trucks. They carry the shippers over to the distribution centers that then what's the word I'm looking for? I'm a little distracted. Sorted. The distribution center sorts the goods, puts the tomatoes over there, the apples over here, the clothes over there, the car oil, whatever it is, in its respective places. So again, that's the next attack point. Your distribution centers will then get, slim pickings that then will then go to your local stores that then you and myself will then see the effects of. All right, truckers are already complaining. There's plenty of truckers speaking out about there's a bunch of truckers are already losing their jobs because there's a lack of work, a lack of supplies to move. So like I said, I was scrolling on TikTok and I saw the thumbnail, which I took a screenshot of I guess a guy in a Amazon waiting room, from what I got from it. And they just got everybody just in the waiting room because there's basically no work to be done. Now, of course, there's Amazon factories and Amazon centers all over the country. So people in the comments were, of course, speaking to, well, theirs was busy. Some are busier than others. But there are people that are speaking on the centers being skimpier, less. Okay, all right, just gonna walk in the street. All right, less work to be done. The whole VTO, I think, is a term I just recently learned that they have at Amazon. Voluntary time off. Basically, they send you home, but it's no pay. They just send you home. All right. Again, this is simple breakdowns that are heavy prophecies. Isaiah the 19th chapter. The Lord said he would send a perverse spirit into the land of Egypt. All right, where there shall be no work for the head or the tail, from the top to the bottom. People are losing jobs. You just had UPS. What was that, last year? They were protesting to get pay increases and benefits and so on and so forth. Yeah, and they signed over. They won. Now look at it. They just laid off like 12,000 employees. All right. The work is done. There's no more. Everything you're doing now. You had the CEO of LinkedIn. He just recently announced and said that by the year 2035, which ain't gonna be no 2035. All right. Ain't no 10 more years from now. This place, war is hot and ready. And Pakistan and India is blowing rockets at each other. You know, tensions around the world are at an all-time high. You people don't have enough physical strength in you, let alone spiritual strength, to carry you to 2035. All right, that's just the truth. But nevertheless, how they forecast this society to go in their mind. Remember, the scriptures say that the hearts of the devil is fat, and he believes that his basically his kingdom shall go on forever and ever. You know, that's a marker of him, but that's not so. You know, this thing is on his last leg. All right, so again, he's saying that by the year 2035, the whole 9-to-5 idea concept will be a thing of the past. It'll be extinct. That whole 9-to-5 career, working at that shit is done. He said everybody, this is him, not my prediction, this is him, that everybody will be freelancers. Yeah, that's where they're making all these jobs to be. They're making all these jobs be so simple that, hey, if you just want to work today, you can work at this grocery store, you can go work at this stadium, you can go work for this company, that company. You just basically be trained to work for like 10 different companies. That's where they're going. Private equity is taking over your homes. It's taking over your employment. It's taking over everything. So again, this supply chain is breaking down fast. Now you got things coming out speaking that Trump and China, the U.S. and China are going to start speaking about these trade issues, and they're predicting that these negotiations could take months. Do you understand? Just the announcement of these things a few days ago, the effects it's already having on us. Do you really think us as a people, Americans as a whole, have what it takes to survive until spring, until fall time possibly? And then what? It just all bounces back to normal. Wait, 144. Come on, man. The truckers are already complaining, man. This thing running on fumes since the pandemic. See? But at the same time, it is what it is, because biblical prophecy lets us know that the majority of you stupid Americans, you're not going to see it until it's in your face. You're not going to believe that chaos is on its way until it's in your face. You're not going to believe these things until it's in your face. And that's a you problem. That's a you issue. You and your family and your loved ones will have to deal with whatever comes, because you were just being proud, being ignorant, self-willed. Scriptures say they doth not consider. Israel doth not consider. They don't even consider. They don't even think like, well, you know, man, let me just think. Let me hear saying this, man. Maybe I should, you know, get a few supplies and put them away. You know, maybe I should do. Yeah, you people aren't even doing that. You just scoff and scorn. All right. That's what time it is. You can literally see this happening in real time. It's not complicated. Like I said, it's complicated, but it's really not. You can explain this and understand this in a very simplistic way. Oh, then, you know, but that's another problem with the people. The people have, like I did a lesson about a week or two ago, going into blessed are your eyes and blessed are your ears. The Lord really you know, you people with dumb eyes, retarded eyes, through ears. You hear what you can't hear this. You can't receive this. You can't see what's happening in front of you. A lot of you assholes are still thinking about Disney World trips and shit. Because that's the American way. See? It's about to get ugly, man. This place is on his last, it's literally on his last breath, last wind. And like somebody said, how much more do you think people gonna like Apostle Tara was speaking on? How much more do you think people are gonna just sit back and just accept getting plundered like this? Everywhere you look, it's just L after L after L after struggle, you know, stress, struggle, anxiety, stress, struggle, unhappiness, depression, anger, struggle, unhappy. Like this is literally the way people's lives are operating at this point. Unless you are an NPC. Unless you're just an NPC, empty ass, no original thoughts, can't see beyond your nose ass person, which a lot of people are out here. A lot of people really are just walking meat bags, useless eaters. They're just here. They don't know what's going on. They don't know what's happening. They're just here. They're just meant to consume.